I honestly never thought I'd end up posting here. I used to read these stories and think, damn, people really ignore every red flag imaginable. Turns out it's a lot easier to judge from the outside. Me, 34M, and my wife Lena, 32F, have been married for 6 years. Together for almost 10. No kids. We had what I thought was a pretty normal relationship. We fought sometimes, sure, but nothing dramatic at first. She always had a sharp mouth, though. Like, every disagreement somehow became my fault. If I brought up something bothering me, she'd twist it around until I ended up apologizing. Looking back now, I can see how much lying was already baked into our marriage. Not huge lies in the beginning. Just weird, pointless stuff. She'd say she was at her sister's place, then later casually mention grabbing drinks downtown with coworkers. I'd ask about it and she'd immediately get defensive. Why are you interrogating me? You're so paranoid. God, you make everything exhausting. That became her thing. Attack first, deny everything second. About 8 months ago, something shifted hard. She started guarding her phone like it contained nuclear launch codes. Screen always face down. Suddenly using passwords on apps she never locked before. Taking calls in another room. Smiling at texts and then immediately acting irritated whenever I walked in. And yeah, I noticed the classic stuff too. New clothes. Gym 3 times a week after barely going once a month for years. Random perfume before quick grocery runs. She even started correcting the way I dressed, which felt ironic considering she used to steal my hoodies constantly. The weirdest part? She became both distant and overly nice at the same time. One night she'd snap at me because I forgot to buy oat milk. The next morning she'd wake me up with coffee and kiss me like nothing happened. It messed with my head. Then came the business trip. Or at least, what I thought was a business trip. So Lena tells me she has to go to Krakow for a 3-day work conference. Totally believable. Her company actually does events like that, and she'd traveled before. She even complained about it beforehand like it was some huge inconvenience. 3 days trapped with corporate zombies. Kill me now. I remember helping her pack. That detail still makes me sick. She packed way differently than normal. Tight dresses. Matching underwear. Expensive makeup she barely touched around me anymore. I joked about it and she rolled her eyes. Believe it or not, some people at my job actually put effort into their appearance. That stung more than I admitted. Anyway, she leaves Friday morning. Kisses me goodbye. Says she'll call when she gets there. 6 hours later I get one text. Crazy busy. Hotel Wi-Fi sucks. Talk later red heart. That heart emoji actually reassured me at the time. Which is embarrassing now. The first weird thing happened that night. Her friend Marta called me around 11 p.m. Not even intentionally suspicious. She was drunk. She goes, "Hey, is Lena with you?" She's not answering. I laughed at first and said, "No, she's in Krakow." Silence. Then Marta says, "Wait, what?" Instant cold feeling in my chest. I asked what she meant, and she immediately started backtracking. "Oh, nothing, I probably mixed up weekends." Forget it. Then she hung up way too fast. I barely slept that night. The next morning I checked Lena's Instagram. Nothing unusual at first. Just some reposted coffee picture and a complaint about boring conferences. But then I noticed something stupid. In the reflection of the coffee shop window, there was a guy sitting across from her. Not fully visible. Just part of his arm, his watch, and the edge of a tattoo on his wrist. I recognized the tattoo immediately. Her co-worker Adrian. I'd met him twice. Loud guy. Fake charming. The kind of dude who calls every woman trouble like he's in a Netflix show nobody asked for. Lena always swore she couldn't stand him. He's such an arrogant asshole. He flirts with literally everyone. I'd never touch a guy like that. Funny how people over-explain things before you even accuse them. I called her right away. No answer. Again. No answer. 30 minutes later she finally texted. In meetings. Stop blowing up my phone. No explanation. Nothing. That's when I did something I'm still not proud of. I checked our phone records online. And there it was. Hundreds of calls between her and Adrian over the past 2 months. Not work hour calls either. Midnight calls. 6 a.m. calls. 40-minute conversations while I was literally asleep next to her. I think that was the exact moment something inside me broke. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just quietly. Like a floor cracking underneath your feet. I spent the rest of that weekend pretending to function like a normal human being. I cleaned the apartment. Did laundry. Watched half a movie without understanding a single scene. Meanwhile, my brain kept replaying every interaction from the past year like some horrible montage. Every time she pulled away from me in bed. Every time she snapped over nothing. Every work dinner. Every late night team call. By Sunday evening, I was driving myself insane. So I did another thing I never thought I'd do. I went through her old iPad. She barely used it anymore, and for some reason it was still connected to her messages. At first there was nothing. Mostly work emails and random group chats. Then I found the deleted messages folder. And yeah, there they were. Adrian. Still thinking about Friday. Lena. Stop LOL. Adrian. You didn't seem to want me to stop. Lena. You're impossible. That stupid flirty tone made me physically nauseous. But it got worse. Way worse. I kept scrolling. There were hotel confirmations. Screenshots of conversations. Photos she never sent me. One message hit harder than all the others combined. Adrian. Does your husband suspect anything? And Lena replied. He notices stuff, but he's too scared of losing me to push. I swear to God I stopped breathing for a second. That line destroyed me. Not because she cheated. Not even because she lied. Because she knew exactly how much I loved her and used it against me. I sat there at our kitchen table at 2 a.m. staring at that screen while this weird buzzing sound filled my ears. Like my body literally didn't know how to process what I was seeing. Then another message popped up further down. Adrian. So are you actually leaving him or what? Lena. I don't know yet. He's useful. Useful. 10 years together and that's what I became. Not a husband. Not a partner. Not even a person. Just useful. I wish I could say I reacted calmly after that. I didn't. I threw the iPad across the kitchen hard enough to crack the screen. Then I just sat on the floor surrounded by broken glass feeling like the dumbest man alive. And right when I was sitting there trying not to completely lose my mind, my phone buzzed. It was Lena. Landing soon, red heart, miss you.